Hey guys, Happy Couple here. In today's video, we are going over how to create that list of like your ideal perfect partner.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right there.
It's the red one on YouTube.
And
Hit the little bell.
ding ding.
Still cracks me up. So first off, why would you want to do this? Why would you even want to spend the time to do this? Here's the thing. If you said, I want to get that car, and then you got the car because you said, I want to get that car. Or if you got that loaf of bread, I don't know.
Good.
Because you wanted it, right? Why not do that with your partner?
Yeah.
Right? Like if you want to have somebody who acts a certain way around you, who operates a certain way, who treats you a certain way, whatever it is that is important to you, put that down. So this video is all about creating that list so that you can help materialize this perfect person, this unicorn person of yours that is in your imagination.
Like the loaf of bread.
Exactly like a loaf of bread.
So what are our tips? I would say the biggest thing on this is to be detailed, thorough. You don't necessarily have to sit down and write out, 800 points in one sitting. You can start with the 3 that come to mind and then maybe add 5 more, and then you go hang out with someone and you get another idea. Like, this can build. Now, I wouldn't necessarily drag it out, but it can also be added to over time as you realize things.
When you're making this list of like this ideal perfect unicorn person, there is nothing that can't be on the list. And the reason that I say that is because you can also set just exactly what you're going for and have that person be the person you're going for. One thing I would keep in mind is sometimes guys will say, okay, unrealistic expectations. They'll say, what happens if somebody meets all the criteria, but there's one negligible thing? I would just tell you, if you find somebody that has 99.9% of everything you're looking for, or like everything except for this one thing, absolutely perfect in every way with your friends, your relationship, they treat you amazing, and their hair is like slightly dark, I'd say probably more on the black side than dark brown, and that was on your list, you can make the decision at the time, you know what? I'm cool with that, right? But why not get super specific and then start comparing to that rather than just meeting somebody and comparing to the person you met? Like what happens is you just meet the person, you start going out with the person, and then if you're not comparing it to an ideal scene, you don't know. Are you like in the ballpark or are you like way off?
It gets really easy to go, oh, well, this is nice, or this is good enough, or like, there's nothing wrong. There are tons of really nice people that might not be the person that ignites your spark in life and makes you go, wow, I am so totally in love and this completely aligns with everything that I'm going for in my life, but it's nice. And if your whole list is summed up in nice, nothing wrong, well,
you nailed
okay.
it. Yep.
Then that's what you're going for, and that's totally fine. This is your list. But why write a watered down version of what you're going for so that it's more realistic than just writing what you're wanting? Because it is there. Yeah. Right? You can actually have everything that you want. And if you're comparing to this watered down list and then you're also making exceptions, okay, well, this is what I think I can get, and then they meet 50% of it, or you go, this is exactly what I want, and they meet 95% of it.
Yeah, totally different.
You're gonna have someone night and day different that is like drastically close to what you're actually looking for, and you just might meet someone that's 100%. Or it might be a point that you go, I decide this is negligible. There also are certain things that are like a be-all, end-all point. Like you might have someone that meets 99%, and that 1% is like the thing
Something
that you're not willing to budge.
Yeah, it's super important to you.
Well, then it just isn't the right person.
And one thing that people will ask is like, how long is a list? How much? I started off, I put 10 things down, went out with a girl, was like, whoa, I have to go out with somebody who actually likes me. Added like 30 points to the list. went out with another girl, was like, whoa, added more to the list, realized I was way off on some things. You know, by the time we actually got together, my list was 300 points, you know, and that was because after the first list, I was like, I need to get this to about 30 points. After that, I was like, you know what? I'm done messing around with this. I'm just gonna write down everything I go for. And she met it 100%. Boom, on my list. Create your list, make it super specific. Think about scenarios that, you know, put yourself in different situations. How would you want this person to be, act, you know, do what do you want them to do, etc. Naming that ideal will get you far closer to that than just kind of looking at what you got and going, well, yeah, it's not so bad. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Value yourself enough to actually put what you want. If you're, you know, he gave the example of like, if you say, hey, I want that car, and then you go get that car. If you're talking about, hey, what car do I want? You don't sit there and go, well, I would really like a watered down version of the car that I would really like.
Yeah, or you don't go, hey, I'd really like, and then one, you know, busted up car passes by and you're like, I guess that? Just because I happen to see it and you just happen to meet this person?
And also there's, I think, another kind of interesting analogy there. You know, we're talking about what is realistic, right? So let's go on the car example. Let's say you have a certain budget, but you really want a car that's above that budget. Well, if you go, you know what? I'm going for that car. Maybe you work a little harder. Maybe you save up a little longer. And then you do get the car that you actually want. Instead of going, well, right now I can afford a car that's this and I really hate the car. Or it's just a nice car, but it's not a car that I really want to drive or drive for a long time. But we're talking about a lifelong relationship here. So you want to get what you actually want.
Right, and where the analogy of the car and the relationship differ is a car you may need to just have to drive around. So you may start with something that's not the best in the world we did.
But you're knowing that's a temporary thing.
Right.
And
It's a little different than the relationship.
Your heart and your life setup and all of that into it. You're going, this is gonna get me from point A to point B. It's a material object that I need in this moment. Fine.
It's just different. Yeah, it's just different than a relationship, because if you settle there, you may not find the actual person that you want. So I would just say, start with the list, name the list, shoot for the stars, just get what you want. Get out there, get your loaves of bread. You guys are amazing.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with all of your friends.
See you guys in the next one.
Bye.